Have you ever tried to design something and when you go in a program it says like change the tint or change the shade or change the saturation and you don't even know what that means? Just continue looking at this video so you will understand some of these little terms. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Vero, and if you're new here, please go and subscribe. After this video, turn on the notifications box so you can know whenever I'm gonna be uploading new videos. And this video I make it because someone in Instagram that watched my video of Lightroom asked me about the tint, the tone, all of these terms that we have in Lightroom. So this person asked me because she said, like, it was a girl, sorry. She asked me because she said, like, she understood what to do in the video, but she wanted to create a new preset for herself. So she didn't understood the difference. She didn't understood like how the picture will change with adding more hue or adding minus hue or adding like plus saturation, minus saturation. She didn't actually knew what was happening, what was she doing. Like, for example, if she was adding more white or she was adding more black or she was adding more color, she didn't understood that. So she asked me like what was the meaning of these terms. So that's why I'm making this video. So let's start with some of the terms. The terms that you should know at first is the hue and the color and the difference of this. People said that the hue is actually the color itself, but it refers like the primary colors or secondary colors or tertiary colors. This means that refers any color except the neutral colors that I explained last week. In the other hand, we have the term color. The color refers at any color that we see, including the neutral like gray, black, or brown that I explained last week. And now that you understood these two terms, let's start with the other terms that we have in the apps, that we have in design, that we have in color painting, and that we have in video editing, all of this. So let's start with these terms. The first one is gonna be the value. The value refers to the lightness or darkness of a color. So for example, if we say that it has a high value or a tint, is when we are adding white. So for example, if we have a red in here and we add white until it gets pink, this pink is gonna be a tint of this red that we have in here.
As you can see in here, when we create tints, we desaturate and lighten the hue by adding white gradually into the hue. The results will be lighter, not brighter, and are those colors that most people call pastels.
Then we have the black. The black is when we combine one color gradually, adding just black, pure black, into creating a new color. And this new color that we create is gonna be with low value and it's gonna be called shades of this color that we had at first.
When we create shades of a hue in the color wheel by adding black, we should be careful and add only small amounts of black at a time, so the hue won't get darker extremely quick. As you can see, the more black you add to the hue, the more intense that shade is.
Then you will maybe asking like, what happened when we combine gray? So the gray, when we combine it with a hue, like for example the red or like the orange, when we combine the gray with that orange, we are actually creating tones of that orange. And the gray also works with the saturation or intensities. The saturation term, it means the intensity of a color and it depends of the lighting conditions that we have. So when it's a full saturation is when the color is the color itself. So when it's a full saturation is we have the pure red, for example. And when it's zero saturation is when after combining gray with that color, we have gray or a shade of gray. So the gray can mean tone, but also can also depend on our saturation, our intensity, or lining of that color that we have.
Since the gray that we use to create the tones is the combination of white and black, the tone lightness and darkness will depend of how much white and black we add to create that gray. And since the gray means zero saturation, the tone of a hue will be always with less intensity than the hue. And that is how our hue is affected by adding neutral colors like white, black, and gray, and how all the terms we see in color editing programs or apps are created. Those terms like tint, saturation, value, hue, shades, tones, lightness, darkness, and others.
So that was all for today's video, guys. I hope you like it. I hope I explain it easy because I'm actually a little bit difficult to explain stuff usually. So if you like it, give me the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me the thumbs down. And please leave me some comments. Let me know if you understood. If you didn't understand what I was saying, let me know what kind of terms you want to learn next, or if what kind of stuff for painting or editing or design you want to learn, so I can make a video about it. And yeah, I hope you like it, and see you on Wednesday, that I'm gonna be making a video in Spanish about the scholarship in Japan, and then next week I'm gonna make it in English for the other people that doesn't speak Spanish. So see you on Wednesday. If not, see you next week with another video. So bye.